This is a HeadGum podcast.
Hey guys, this is a fresh new episode of Coffee with Rachel. I'm Chris.
And I'm Rachel, and let's drink whatever this is today.
Let's drink, you know.
Honestly.
You guys can drink whatever you want.
I don't care. You know what? I feel like we haven't asked in a while. How many of you actually find yourself drinking coffee when you listen to this?
Yeah, I mean, I would have to assume you commuters out there.
Commuters.
Yeah, you're drinking coffee on your way, maybe tea. I know there's a lot of tea drinkers out there, too.
Yeah, but, like, most people that are listening to this are probably at the gym, so maybe they're drinking, like, fucking water.
Sweat.
Yeah.
Drinking their own sweat.
It's fine. So, what is the coffee that we are having tonight?
We are having RP's Stagecoach Premium Coffee in the Cowboy Blend. I looked at the package, could not find a name.
Oh, no.
So if this was you, let us know, because I didn't see any name on anything that we got with this.
But
it's from Grand Canyon, Arizona. And it came pre-ground. That's always something that can be nice.
yeah.
You know, we have a grinder, but, like, it's kind of loud.
Yeah, it is. We have to put, like, a thing over it,
A
otherwise
towel over
Lila
it.
gets scared.
Also, Squeezy, he gets startled.
He's not as bad, though. Like, now you can vacuum, and Squeezy, like, literally doesn't give a shit.
The toilet still runs
Still
away from
upsetting.
that.
But this is delicious. I'm still really enjoying my soy creamer that we got, and I just ran out of it, so I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow.
You're just not going to drink any coffee?
I'll probably just have, like, tea, honestly.
Oh,
I've been
yeah,
super
true.
into my tea lately just because of our electric kettle. I love how it's getting hotter, and yet I'm still here, like, boiling water.
Yeah, I know. I'm always still getting, like, if I get a drink at Starbucks, I'm getting it extra hot, and I feel really dumb.
I feel like the caffeine is better when it's hot, but I know that's not even true. Like, isn't that
That's
fucked up?
placebo as fuck.
It feels like it's gonna perk me up, yet the iced coffee has, or like at least a cold brew, like has more caffeine.
Cold brew. Did you know, I think Starbucks is actually looking at doing cold brew on tap.
What?
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll see.
That would be an interesting...
Do they have their own cold brew now? I guess so.
They have to.
Because when I was working there, it was just literally like iced coffee mix that you put into water and then refrigerated.
That's kind of gross.
Yeah.
That's not something I'd like.
Or wait, maybe we did brew it. I don't. Honestly, it's been so
Who
long.
knows?
That might have been the roast that goes into the frappuccinos. That's what I was thinking of. And that's literally
true.
just mix that you put in water and you pump it into the bottom of a frappuccino.
So that's the quote-unquote coffee that's in some frappuccinos?
Yeah, but you can also ask to replace that with like actual espresso shots, but you get a watery frappuccino because they're warm.
Yeah.
Like the espresso.
I wouldn't want that.
I know. Little things, you know. Have you, honestly, like, before you get into the coffee fact that I know you're ready to, like, let release. But, like, the current, like, popular drink at Starbucks that's not really on the menu is this pink drink. Have you seen it?
Like, is it a frappuccino or just, like, a drink?
It's literally a drink.
I haven't seen that.
Okay, so I don't remember exactly the ingredients, but it's, you know those refreshers that they have there? So it's like that mixed, you're normally supposed to mix that with water, but instead of the water, they replace it with, I think, coconut milk. And so it's like a berry refresher with, like, coconut milk, so it looks like, honestly, bubblegum pink, and then they have, like, little strawberries in it.
Huh.
And it's like a liquid, not like a frappuccino or anything.
So is this like a real menu item or no?
It's a secret menu item. And then Starbucks is now, because they're smart, which I'm personally so fucking glad I do not work there currently, with like social media being as, like, when I was working there, it was just kind of like beginning.
Yeah.
And like the only thing that got like a lot of hype was like pumpkin spice.
Yeah.
You know? But now with like, they do like a bunch of frappuccino flavors for like Halloween, for Christmas. Like they do all these different, well, they always do Christmas.
Fucking all out on all of the flavors.
Like random holidays. Like they did that like cherry blossom one or whatever. Do you remember?
For Valentine's? Or
I don't remember.
I don't know, yeah.
But anyway, they're like always, like, now they're making all these new drinks, and like they kind of are, what's the word? Like, it used to be when you worked at Starbucks, the whole secret menu thing used to piss people off, because all of these are like, it was when Pinterest, I mean, Pinterest is still very popular, but Pinterest kind of like started that, and you know, people would order like a drink to you at Starbucks that's on the secret menu, and you wouldn't know what it was made by, but now Starbucks, like, is kind of hyping this secret menu shit.
Yeah, now
and
that
they'll
they're-
use a hashtag now.
God, they're in the know. So it's not a secret menu anymore, guys. It's the brand is actually like
Yeah, I
talking
know.
about it. It's not a secret.
But what's fucked is like, so somebody makes a concoction and now like there's a hashtag for it and stuff, and like you can order that drink. So like just these poor baristas, I feel so bad for, like getting all these weird, like what's next, Minions on ice, like
Ew, a yellow latte.
A
Minion yellow latte. That
I honestly would
horrible.
not be upset.
It's like a banana refresher that doesn't even exist.
Oh my god. I don't even know what exists there anymore because
I don't either.
I don't know. But anyway, I just thought that was kind of funny because I saw that floating around and I just thought like, man, people would be ordering this like all the time because it's gonna get all this hype on Instagram right now.
Yeah.
And like I can imagine like how many pink drinks you're gonna be making.
There's just too many different types of drinks now.
Yeah.
There's just so many.
I just feel bad for the people that work there.
Yeah.
All right.
But the fact that I have here is actually about Starbucks. So
Oh, wow, that's funny.
Starbucks is named for Captain Ahab's first mate. The founders had considered naming it Pequod's after Ahab's boat.
Oh. Okay.
So, I mean... That's
It's a boat. So what's with the mermaid, though? I should know this, like the siren.
Yeah, I mean...
All I know
I'm
is
guessing that
that
has
they...
to do with Captain Ahab. Is he like the one? I feel like there's a ship that had like a mermaid on like the front.
Yeah, is that him?
Maybe. Who knows? Isn't that the dude that was in the Pirates of the Caribbean movie? I don't fucking know.
I know. Well, that's very interesting. I wish I knew more about the company I worked at. I just was too like focused on, doing everything else.
Yeah.
They make you learn a lot of stuff to work there. I don't know if it's still like that, but
I'm sure it's even worse.
Well, yeah. Now it's like how to incorporate social media into it, which is like I'm all about, but man.
I mean, pumpkin spice time comes around. They got that shit nailed down. I am all over whatever social media campaigns they're doing.
It's weird because like I now start to associate pumpkin spice flavor with like August. Because that's when it starts now.
Yeah.
And you always get it as soon as you can.
I always kind of associated, like, whenever I went back to class in high school, which sometimes it was moving up into August. It was like the last week of August usually is when I went back to class in high school. And so I would
You went back to school in August in high school?
Yeah. And so I would associate, like, when I went back to class, I was like, okay, it's fall time now. Like,
whoa, we didn't go back until like September. What kind of fucking weird.
we did, and then they started moving it up.
Oh. I mean, we were like getting pissed because it was, what's the day? Memorial?
Labor.
I never know the difference. And that's probably really bad. But I just know one time you're not allowed to wear pants that are white, right?
Yeah, something
Labor
like
Day?
that. Yeah.
I never wear white pants, so I don't know. One day that'll apply to me. But like, I don't know. I remember like college, we started around August, like late August, and I remember thinking like that's so like extra, like summer.
So early.
And I don't know. Did your high school have air conditioning?
Yes.
You bougie ass little bitch.
It's because they had remodeled, like, most of it during the time that I was there.
Oh, wait, you know what? Now that I think about it, once we had the remodel, I think we got air conditioning, too.
Yeah.
But
wow.
it was, like,
Upgrades.
brand new. Yeah, I remember just, like, being in high school and, like, sitting in, like, the shitty, non-renovated side of the high school that didn't have the air conditioning.
Yeah. There was always that side of the high school.
It was, like, the science wings. And, like, oh, my God. Oh, and drama, of course. Like, our old theater. And it was, like, wooden seats. And you would just be, like, sweaty and, like, sticking to those seats. And there were, like, no windows.
Nice.
Yeah. God, I don't miss that. And Millersville wasn't air-conditioned in a lot of buildings. Like...
Oh, my God. Well, the building you were in was not.
Which one?
Hash?
I thought that was.
Was that?
I think that one was. But the building that I had my psych class, I remember... It was not air conditioning. It was like the old building where like the musics were.
Oh, I feel
You know
that.
what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And I remember that building was very warm. But remember that one room schoolhouse I had for bio?
Oh my God, yeah, there was a random building like on the outskirts of the campus.
It was like in the middle of the woods. It had one room. And it was just like a bunch of like green chalkboards, and that was where I had this one biology class, and I had to like walk a mile to get there, and it was like was very isolated and weird. And I could just, like, never get my ass, like, from the dorm. I was like, I don't want to go all the way over there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, I never
that.
had motivation. It was also at, like, 4 p.m. Like,
ew, gross.
Okay, if you're in college, don't take anything past, like, 3 o'clock.
If you can avoid it, do not.
Because, man, the later the day gets, the less motivation I have.
Trust me, I wanted all of my classes to be as close to 8 a.m. as I could.
Ew, okay, I'm not that crazy.
That's how I wanted to do it, because I just wanted my shit done.
Yeah, I
and
know.
Then, like, the day over.
I was like a 9 a.m. was kind of early for me, you know? I would do the 9 because...
You had a lot of 10s and 11s,
Yeah,
too.
but, like, that was English and comm. I swear, all the comm teachers and all the English teachers, they were like, we want to sleep.
Fuck 8 a.m. Like, we're coming in later.
They weren't into that. So I preferred, like, taking my classes at least, like, 9 to, like, 3. And then I'd be done for the day. Because I always had to work anyway. But still, like...
me too. I had work as well.
Any class oh my God, I had this one night class. And I was really, really, really interested in the course itself. And it was downtown, so it was like you had to drive to get there. Oh. And it was one night a week, but it was like really late. And I hated having to like get there and everything.
Yeah, I remember that. That's when I actually had my car at campus.
Yeah.
So,
and he had to like fucking drive me. Either that or I'd have to like carpool with like people in my class. But that's just like such a pain in the ass. Oh man, I don't miss that.
Carpool into downtown Lancaster.
Downtown Lancaster. Downtown.
I was just thinking about that song. Oh shit.
But anyway, so what's been going on in the world this week?
Before we get into that, I was just going to say yesterday was the 7th, and that was our 2 years since moving to Seattle.
Woo!
So, you know, that was just a cool thing. We actually postponed our celebratory dinner. We went to ramen today.
Yes.
And that was delicious.
I'm so bloated.
But it just feels weird that, like, I feel like I've been here way longer than 2 years.
I know.
don't know.
It felt like 4.
Yeah, honestly.
It's weird. But I just think about, like, how much can happen in 2 years?
Yeah, right. Imagine the people and the things that were going on in our lives when we moved here. Like,
I know. And what life was like when we first got here.
Yeah.
And even just, like, our last year of college. Like, college to me now feels, like, miles away.
Oh, yeah. It
literally is.
Away.
But, but I mean, like, in my mind, it's like...
In my mind.
The other day I was looking, because I filmed a story time video, which was really fun, honestly. And I was looking for photos of Chris and I at this one party. And just, like, looking through my old college photos, I was a totally different person. Mm-hmm, and then once you get to high school, you're like, whoa, who is she?
Yeah, that's like a fog now. That's going into the fog, high school.
I know. It used to be, like, middle school, what happened then? We don't remember. Now it's like, where was high school?
Where was any of my schooling?
I feel like I have more memories from elementary school than I do from middle school.
I just think a lot
middle
of people...
Middle school I blocked out.
I think everybody blocks out middle school because that's just like everybody's
the worst
fucking
time.
Going through puberty at that moment.
Everything sucked. Like, in all aspects. And the worst part is, like, you can't drive. I mean, I can't even do that now, but, like, you couldn't get anywhere. You also couldn't work, so you had no fucking money. I don't know about you, but I did not get an allowance.
No, I did not get an allowance.
I, for the longest time, thought that the whole allowance thing was literally just, like, a sitcom trope that wasn't real. Like, I didn't know that was a thing.
Honestly, know a lot of people that got an allowance. I never did.
Like, I would get money if, like, I was going on a field trip and they, you know, they would give you like $30 and you'd be able to get like lunch and a souvenir, you know, and like things like that. But like, it was never like weekly, you get this much money or whatever. So like middle school, you don't have any money, you can't get anywhere, and you look your worst. Yeah. And you also feel like probably your worst. And everyone is so mean.
Yeah.
It's like the worst time in your life. And I swear, like, I don't remember any of it. I used to be able to remember, like, the names of every teacher I had, like, starting at kindergarten. And I swear I don't remember, like, who taught me in middle school. I feel like it's all gone.
If I thought about it long enough, I might get you a couple names, but I could not remember everybody.
I just remember Wendy. And I don't even, like, who is that? Oh, and that one weird teacher that I had that was, like, an asshole, but we did get to watch The Truman Show in his class. Oh. I saw that in, like, 7th grade, and it really fucked me up. I was like, is my life a television? Like, Do you ever just watch that movie and you think, like, what if that was me, though? Like, what if the whole world was watching you grow up?
That's so wild.
And you didn't know.
I don't want to think about
I would love for them, not personally to redo it, but, like, okay, so that movie, like, they have, like, webcams and, like, they're all in, like, a set. Like, I feel like if they did a modern version of that, it'd be even creepier. Mm-hmm. And it would be, like, people were watching you through, like, your webcam on all your devices all the time. They would hack into all...
I mean, like, the NSA is already doing that, so, like, why don't we just, like, go into their headquarters?
Why don't we just do an NSA movie?
Yeah, we could just make a movie out of their footage.
What if that movie was just a metaphor for what the government does? It's watching... Okay, that's probably not
okay,
true.
Conspiracy theories.
Yeah. People always want me to make, like, conspiracy theory videos, and I don't really know if I actually believe any.
Yeah.
Like, or I don't know. I have, like, my own.
The closest we got was...
Berenstain.
Well, that, and also...
It's not a conspiracy, it's the truth.
When we streamed Gone Home, and the guy had his fucking JFK conspiracy books.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
That's, like, the closest we got to conspiracy theories.
That game got really wild.
That was my favorite subplot.
I know. It's just, like, nothing will top that, honestly. Alright, so, honestly, what has been going on this week?
Well...
Besides our anniversary of moving here.
Well, there is American election things happening.
Oh, true.
So, basically...
Let's get political.
I don't think it's, like, official, but, like, it's official that Hillary Clinton's gonna be the Democratic nominee. She has the delegates. I think she's gotten, like, the nod from the Democratic National Convention. So, like... She is basically it. And Bernie is still hanging in there. He's not quitting, which I can respect that.
I can, but I'm also like, at this point, it's like, you know in Titanic, when Rose is still holding on to Jack?
Yeah.
And he's not with us anymore. And she lets his hand go. I think that's what Bernie needs to do at this point. Because I'm cringing, just like seeing... them being like, we are going to make the 1% never pay again. Or not the opposite of that, honestly. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Definitely
so we have a Republican in the room.
No. But he's like saying, we are going to do that. I'm like, maybe next year. Not next year. Maybe in the next 4 to 8 years.
Yeah. So
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not surprised, which is sad because like I was rooting for Bernie, but I'm really not surprised.
Yeah, I'm not surprised because he did go by the term socialist, and that just scares everybody immediately.
Just that part.
Just that alone, like nobody needs to know more. Some people are just dumb, don't want to look into it. But
and I am glad that he did get as far as he did though, because like that was, I mean, that's just a true testament to young people and also the internet.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
Next time an election comes around, you know, whoever we rally behind that time.
Yeah, so basically, I think one of the things I did want to talk about is, like, the idea that people are, like, gonna not vote just because Bernie's not a candidate anymore, or the people that are gonna vote for Trump because Bernie's not a candidate.
All right, yeah, those are, like, two...
Are people joking?
Those are two different things, because there have been many people that have said... I'm voting for Trump if Bernie doesn't win. And, like,
why?
Just, like, can you pick polar opposites
now,
of
is
the
that
fucking spectrum?
Meninism? It's like, I can't vote for the woman at all. Gotta vote for the opposite of Bernie. Quite possibly, like, the most opposite you could get. Is that, like...
Fuck?
I get it. Like, a lot of people hate Hillary Clinton. And honestly, I'm not the greatest fan of hers. However, I'm voting. I am voting Democrat. That's what I'm doing. A lot of adults vote their party. And, you know, ideally, the candidate that I'm casting my vote for, I'm really behind. And that would be great. But I am not going to, one, not vote. Because I think that voting is important. And I... don't care if she's not my ideal candidate. I still want to help the cause.
I want somebody that can at least, keep us on the right track to something
Might
good.
not be perfect, but it's miles better.
Small steps, guys.
Than what would happen if we had Trump as president. And I think voting for him, just because Bernie's not even involved, like, that doesn't even make any sense. Like, he literally stands for the exact opposite of Bernie. So that's just like, you're a dumbass in general. But I think, like, the people that aren't going to vote just because their ideal candidate isn't running anymore, honestly, grow up.
Yeah,
like,
really.
You're never going to be 100% satisfied for the fucking candidate for your party, honestly.
It's never going to happen.
It's never going to happen. Like, they have to...
we'd have to change our political system, which I would love to, but, like, you know,
but
it's not happening.
It's just, you know, but, like, most people vote their party, or they vote, like, at least in the direction where most of their values line, and, like, while I'm not, like, super in love with Hillary Clinton, and some of her past really doesn't, like, add up to what she's saying currently, I can't deny that a vote for her would help a lot more than a vote for the old Trumperino.
Yeah. God, I mean...
So, but yeah, the whole political landscape is really concerning for me. I just get really stressed out during elections every time, because every time I'm just, like, scared that, like, half of the things that I depend on are gonna go away.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, the healthcare part is the scariest for me, and I don't know, it's just a mess.
I just think that, like, we can't tell you guys who to vote for, but I just, like, vote.
Just vote.
Just vote for somebody. Like,
I'm not going to say you have my respect if you're voting for Trump, TBH, but I'm not going to tell you not to vote in general.
Yes.
Though, I mean, I would love if you were not going to vote for him. But, like, just vote. Just do it. It's not even hard. I mean, you just got to get there.
Like, only, like, 18% of people in the U.S., like, actually vote. Like, I feel like that's the number.
Well, part of the problem is, like, the way that they have it set up for different people. Like, it's not accessible for everyone.
Yeah, I know.
With
that's
the
part of
ID
the problem
checking
too.
especially.
Yeah.
And, yeah. But you know what I think is fucked up is, like, a lot of the people that I'm seeing that are being like, I'm just not going to vote now that Bernie's out of it. That's a lot of young people. And what's sad is, like, okay, we get it. But a lot of these old farts, they are going to vote just their party. They might not even like Trump at all, but they're going to fucking vote for him.
Yeah.
Like, all the old people are going to get out and vote. And so all these young people that are, like, being all, oh, well, Bernie's my perfect man and he's not running anymore, so I'm not even going to vote. Like, come on.
Just
like, I just think that's just like a waste of... Oh, that's just a waste. That's just a waste.
And we could end up with somebody that's really bad.
I mean, is everyone, like, not scared? Come on. Like,
we should be a lot scared-er than we are.
A lot. I mean, I'm already scared, so...
Something that I saw that's, like, related to this I thought was wild is that people in other countries, they're like, so shocked at how long, like, we start picking our new president 2 years beforehand, and then, like, as Australians, you can verify this, but in Australia, like, within, like, 2 months, they had decided to hold an election for a new prime minister, made, like, nominees, picked one, and voted all within, like, 2 months.
Wow.
That would be really nice because, you know, this drawn-out 2-year ordeal is anxiety-inducing.
The only thing I like about it is that it gives the people involved that I don't like more time to fuck up.
True.
Like...
And gives us more time to know their fuck-ups while people are looking into them.
True. But also, I just, you know, I feel like it just gives people time to be... I'm just waiting for Trump to do something that's going to make him lose the respect of, like, middle America, like, old people. I'm waiting.
Yeah.
I'm waiting. Because, like, it would just be fantastic if he could fuck up. Like, obviously, he's fucking up all the time to me, but, like, he needs to lose, like, the rest of the country.
Honestly, I don't even know. I don't think he said so many outlandish things. I don't think he could say anything besides, like, I'm going to completely destroy Social Security or something like that. Like... That would cause them to, like, flip the fuck out.
I'm a little worried that, like, he's gonna, like, part of his, like, super conservative, like, persona is kind of like a show because he's just getting those votes, and then he's gonna come in and maybe do something slightly more left-sided, and then everyone's gonna flip the fuck out. Mm-hmm. Or, like, he's gonna slip up before it's elected, and he's gonna allow people to know, like, some sort of, like, more left viewpoint, and then he's gonna fuck up. But, like, he already, like, if you watch interviews of him from, like, 5-6 years ago, like, you would be so surprised at some of the shit he's saying now. So it's like, and honestly, the same with Hillary too. Like, a lot of people, like, bring up the fact that it wasn't until 2010 that she really started advocating for LGBT people. And, like, that's not my ideal
but,
for
it's
someone
at least
who's
now
running.
she is instead of Trump, who is not.
I know, yes, I agree.
So I would still rather have somebody that, even if it's recently and maybe just for political gain, I'd rather have that in my corner.
Has she made a comment about the whole transgender, non-gender friendly bathrooms yet?
I honestly don't know.
Because I know that Bernie had. Like, I know that he had.
Yes.
But I don't know if she has. And that's like, honestly, the whole bathroom situation is probably, like, the number one LGBT issue right now.
Yeah.
Like, that is huge. Like, honestly, transphobia is, like, the biggest thing right now. Because, like...
This election is what's brought up that actual thing. So, like, there's always got to be, like... one social thing that the conservatives try and, like, demonize and stuff like that. And so that's why...
Even before that, it's just, like, once, like, the 50 states passed the right for us all to get married, like, that's great. And then I think a lot of people in their mind were like, all right, well, we're done with gay rights.
That was, like, the final straw for gay rights, right?
Yeah, but the transphobia is, like, the number one LGBT issue that's happening. It's awful, and people are not surviving. And this whole bathroom thing is putting, like, the whole political side of it. And so I would like to see Hillary really talk about that, especially in, like, the upcoming, like, political debates that will happen when she's, like, the
she's
candidate.
Going against Trump, yeah.
When does that happen?
Whenever they are actually, like... I feel like they have to go to their conventions...
Yeah.
Like, and I feel like they're held in June or July, and then after that,
then
they're
it's
officially
go
picked,
time.
Yeah, then it's go time between them. They have to pick, like, their VPs and stuff like that, too.
Oh, I wonder, do you have any speculation?
I have not a clue,
Do you think she would choose Bernie?
No.
Yeah.
No.
I don't think she would either. Nope. Do you think it'll be a man or a woman?
I don't know. I actually just saw a headline that she said she's considering all viable options, man or woman, is what she said.
Interesting. Because, like, part of me could see it being two women.
Oh, who's the one?
But also part of me could see her choosing a man so that it, like, silences the people that are like, we can't let this woman who has her period run the country. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, it'll be interesting to see who Trump picks. God. I'm really scared it's going to be one of the other people that was running. Like, fucking Cruz.
Yeah.
I don't think he would pick... Well, first of all, I don't think he would pick someone that wasn't white. If I'm being honest. Or he would, just for, like, oh, I'm not racist. Yeah. Look, I've got a Mexican VP, Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I wonder...
I don't know what he's going to do.
If he would steal Cruz said he was going to have Carly Fiorino as his VP, and then he dropped out. But, like, if he would do that then...
I don't know how I feel about her either. I don't like her.
I know, but he would do that just be like, hey, you know that video?
I don't hate women.
Yeah, that one video where it's all the things he said negative against women. Like, I don't hate women.
Did you happen to watch the interview with him and Megyn Kelly from Fox News?
No,
they sat down.
I think I might have overheard parts while you were watching it, but I did not sit down.
He, like, just straight up could not apologize for what he did. Like, it was a very calm interview, I'll give it that, but, like, he just couldn't admit that he was, like, fucking up, Whatever. Anyway, I guess, like, also probably not the greatest. I do have, like, there was something that came out with, like, the whole Amber Heard Johnny Depp situation, and I think it's really fucked up.
We talked about this in, I think it was our last episode.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the newest thing is that they're digging up the fact that Amber Heard had been involved in a domestic abuse. She got arrested for it, actually, here in Seattle with her last girlfriend back in 2009.
So, like...
She was an abuser, yeah.
Okay.
And,
oh, God.
Well, like, okay, yeah, that happened, and, like, that is shitty, and I'm not, like, that's great, like, that's bad. But, like, I think what the reason for bringing that up is, like, people are trying to use that to justify her being abused. Like, well, that doesn't make somebody deserve to be abused.
There's
nobody deserves anything.
You cannot... justify that. There's nothing you can bring up to justify that abuse. Like,
I know. So I think that's really shitty, and I just wanted to comment on that because that was, like, the newest thing that came out about it, and I just think it's fucked up because, like, while that, of course, is shitty and I'm sure has been, something that she's been dealing with, like, I just think it's so fucked up to use that as, like, a way to be like, well, it doesn't matter if she's been abused then, Like, that's just really fucked up. But, yeah.
So... This is also another thing that's not a happy topic, but there's just not been a lot of happy things going on in the world lately.
I know. But this one has been like, I feel like we have to talk about it because it's been like important. So vocalized in the media.
And this is the Stanford rape case. The
Stanford case. So if you don't want to hear about this, then you can fast forward in like 5 minutes. But yeah, Chris, why don't you give your little summary of that?
Basically, this fucking, this college student at Stanford who is on the swimming team.
Yeah, he's
correct?
A swimmer.
He's a swimmer, so sports. He raped an unconscious girl behind a dumpster.
Yeah.
And the judge proceeding over this case, he's found guilty.
Yeah.
Only gets 6 months in jail to make sure there is minimal damage to his swimming career.
Right.
So
they found him guilty, and like if you read the statement that the girl gave, it's just one of the most upsetting things I've ever read.
I have not read this.
I mean, I recommend everyone read it because I think it's really important to read.
Caution,
but
I guess.
Yeah, definitely. If
it's got something that might trigger you.
Yeah, exactly. But it's just been. And like everybody just knew that he was guilty, and it was so just vile what happened, and even just like the location and everything, and it's fucked up. So like he got this like soft sentence or whatever they're calling it, and then what's really fucked is the father of this guy is making a statement out there on, I think it was Facebook, of course. I feel like that's where bigots post long-winded bullshit.
Yeah,
it's Facebook.
That is.
And so he made a statement, and it was like saying that the sentence that his son was getting would be just enough punishment to cover the 20 minutes of action that he got.
Wow.
20 minutes of action.
Wow.
Is the phrase.
Oh my god.
And I've never felt more disgusted.
I wonder where he got his ideals from.
Thank you. Like, this is so disturbing. And this is how so many people feel. And they think just because someone had been drinking or was at a party or was hooking up with this person
or was
and
wearing
kissing
a short
them,
skirt or
like,
something like that.
Literally,
like,
you can... It's unconscious. Like, not... Like, that was... So what happened was there were two men that were Swedish men. I think they were, like, on bikes or something. I can't remember. But they showed up, and they saw it happening, and they saw that she was literally, like, motionless, and they fucking... like screamed and like ran after them, and they tackled him and like held him down until the police came. Wow. And they're like heroes.
Awesome
and
for them.
That's incredible, like amazing. And they've made statements about it too, and like it's just the whole situation is fucked up. And the worst part is that everyone's just so worried about his fucking swimming career. But you know what? Like, that's what you get when you're a fucking disgusting person.
Like, you
I don't care about your career.
You decided to ruin your life. Like, that's like saying
you chose to ruin your life, and that's what you get. Like, you're taught at a young age, at least like most people are supposed to be taught, like, if you do bad, you lose out on things. Like, if you do bad, you lose your job, you lose your school education,
exactly.
You lose. And so you can't just like expect to fuck up horribly, probably ruin someone else's life, and like think about the family. Like, the worst part was like the sister was with her like at this party, and so now like the sister felt like she fucked up, you know. And it's like, it's so horrible the amount of damage that this kid caused, and we're all worried that he's not going to be doing any butterfly swims or whatever the fuck.
Butterfly swims,
whatever. I don't know any swimming strokes.
Like, let's protect this fucking shitty person's career, but not this woman's life. Who
is probably, like, not happy with the fact that he will be around, you know, after 6 months. Like, that's disgusting and terrifying. And, like, I don't feel safe knowing that he's, like, one of these... And, like, I mean, I don't feel safe, let's be honest. I don't feel safe, and I never have. But, like, it just goes to show that, like... it's like almost no consequences now, and it's just so disgusting. And I really hope that like something happens with this case, because it's getting a lot of media attention. And so I'm hoping that maybe like a sentence will be edited.
I did see that. I think a professor at Stanford is leading a cause to, I don't know if it's either get the sentence recalled or get the judge recalled.
Oh.
So there's a couple of like things.
Is there a petition? If anybody has any links to anything that would be helpful for the girl involved in this,
whatever,
send them our way, because we would absolutely share and sign.
Yeah, you take the creamer.
Yeah.
We both reached for the creamer at the same time.
But yeah, so that's been going on, and I've been getting a lot of people asking me, like, I mean, I don't have, like,
somebody asked us about this in our
I wasn't there, and everything is awful, but, like, I'm really just do not stand for rapists getting light sentences to protect their stupid sports careers. Like, if there's one thing that I am not down for, it's that. Like, it's just awful.
Like, we
just need to be better. Holy shit.
We just need to, like, actually give consequences to people. Like,
no.
Whether it's, like, shooting people of color, which happens, like, every fucking week, too. Like,
I know, and then people don't even... It can be on video.
And it's still like, oh, well, nope.
I mean, and even, like, you know, with this Amber Heard shit, where she's got photos. And it's like, nope.
Just whatever we can do to protect the straight white male. That's basically what our nation is for.
Girl, I know. Now. And that's what will happen if you vote for Trump. Okay.
Yes.
Moving on. So let's answer some questions. Keep it lighter.
Let's go into the questions. Because we've been talking some dark things.
It's okay.
Hopefully the world can be, lighter. Things happening. I mean,
literally, for the next podcast, I'm going to go out of my way to find cute, fun news. I want to hear about the puppies doing fun shit.
Well, this weekend coming up is also E3, so there will be an episode soon dedicated to video game stuff.
Yes!
Very exciting.
Extremely excited.
Okay, so I'm on Patreon here, and I'm...
Are you now?
Yeah, because you remember, these guys get their privilege, their Bincho privilege.
Yeah, and so if you want to support this show, you can always sign up at patreon.com/CoffeeWithChrachel.
All right, so I got a question here from Danielle. Taking a break from yelling, but do either of y'all utilize any apps that help de-stress or calm yourself?
Ooh, I like this question. I really love mind-numbing games that involve color.
I was just going to say this. Very simple, minimal games.
You're just doing, like, one action.
We both play 10-10.
10-10 is so soothing.
Like, I love watching the OC and playing 10-10 because 10-10 doesn't, like, take much brain power.
It's
so
like
I can pay
really
attention
cool
to the
Tetris.
show. Yeah.
It's pretty Tetris.
It is, and so...
Shades is like you're organizing colors by their shade.
You're just throwing shade at people.
Yeah, yeah, the ultimate shade app. No, Shades is so pretty because it's just organizing, like, pale fucking, like, lavender all the way down to dark purple. Couldn't even say that. It's just too relaxing. I'm so relaxed. My jaw stopped working.
I'm lame, and I also play Solitaire and Sudoku.
Yeah, he's an old... fart.
I love Sudoku.
I know.
It's so fun, and that calms me down because it's just playing with numbers, and I like numbers.
Yeah, and I would say my other app that I use to de-stress would be YouTube. Okay.
Oh, true.
Because I just will get on there and just put on some videos, and nothing, having someone talk at you,
That's
it helps.
Always great.
It really does.
All right, and we're also here going to give a little birthday shout out to Jax.
Yes,
I know this is not going up on your birthday, but we're recording it on your birthday.
So it was said, it was in the universe.
It's out there. How you doing, Jax?
How you doing? We hope you had a fabulous birthday. Thank you for supporting the show.
Yes.
What is relationship advice you'd give to your younger selves?
Oh, relationship advice to my younger self.
Well, at the same time, I want to tell my younger self to not focus on it. And, like, get your fucking career, like, goals met first, honestly.
Yeah, I mean...
I personally just think I lucked out. Like, I really have only been in, like, one other relationship than this, and it was only, like, a few months long, and it honestly wasn't that serious. Mm-hmm. And now I'm in this one, which I really like. So, I feel like
I've only been in one relationship. I've only been in this relationship.
I know. I mean, I definitely had, like, people that I pursued that it really didn't work out and might have fucked me over, and I think my advice to myself would be to, like, focus on other things. Because it's just going to fall in line whenever it's, like, actually, not, like, meant to be or whatever, but I just feel like it's going to work out when it's meant to work out. you know?
I feel like if any advice I'd give myself, it'd be, like, to try and, like, it's more just advice for, like, personal development of, like, learning how to speak and, like, learning how to share emotions and stuff like that. So that way, like, I'm not just, like, a weird, awkward little kid that can't, like, speak to girls.
Yeah.
So I got a question here from our best friend Bree.
Oh my god.
Who asked, do you guys ever role play as your favorite memes in the bedroom?
If you had read me this question without telling me it was from Bree, I probably would have like sent it to Bree and been like, this is you. So, oh my god. Well, obviously, I mean, fuck, our safe word is practically dat boy. So like, I say that and he just knows, you know?
Oh my god.
We have a Pepe position. I'm not going to really tell you what it is, but it's important. But mostly, I think our biggest meme is, like, when we just, like, say something that's an inside joke while we're actually having sex.
Yeah.
Because we're on that level where, like, that's not going to really fuck up the mood that much. It's just going to give us a nice light giggle.
If you go like, oh, Richard.
I've done that.
You have done
I've
that.
literally done bird calls. You don't even know who wants to fuck me. Probably not many people. Okay.
It's interesting times when that happens.
It's fine. My parents are making me go to therapy, and personally it's not helping me. Any tips on how I could convince them to let me stop going and try something else? I mean, let me be honest. I would ask your therapist and be like, yo, so, like, this isn't really working out for me. Unless you're going with your parents, then it's a different story. But if you're going alone, I would, you know, be honest with them, because it's really important to be honest to your therapist and be like, yo, I don't really feel like this is working out. My parents are putting a lot of pressure on me to continue seeing you. Do you have any way that, you know, is there anything that I can do, or, like, another person I could see possibly, or, you know, usually they'll be able to help you, like, work out how to, like, bring it up to your parents. But, like, if that's not available to you, then I would say, like, sit them down and just be like, hey, like, I appreciate that you're trying to help, but this isn't personally working for me, and I'm feeling a lot of pressure to continue just to, like, appease you guys. And so is there any, like, I would just say, like, can we compromise, or, like, you know, is there any way that you would be okay with me, like, maybe taking some time off from doing this? Like, if you do it in a calm way, hopefully they'll be understanding and, you know, not be forceful. But
honestly, though, asking your therapist, though, would be a good first step, because they might be able to, like, I don't know if they've met your parents too, but if they could, like, guide you to an answer.
Guiding that conversation, or confrontation, rather. What character from a video game would you guys be willing to cosplay as?
Ooh, interesting.
I almost just was like, who are the redheads? And I'm not. Like,
you're not a redhead anymore. Wow.
I just realized Halloween is open for business.
I mean, we could still do Donna and Eric.
I could be blonde Donna now.
Yeah.
I never did the Donna and Eric thing. Damn it, I should have fucking done that.
We should have done that, and then we've done it with the blonde Donna.
Yeah. Well, blonde Donna wears the Leia costume. So what if I do that? But my hair will never be as light as hers. Whatever, that's not the question.
Right, so video game.
The video game character.
I feel like I could easily do a Link from Legend of Zelda, because, like, blonde hair and, like...
Yeah. I would do Chloe, Let's Thrash. Let's Strange.
Yeah. Let's Strange.
Because all I have to do is, like, dye the bottom of my hair, like, purple and pink or whatever, and then wear a hat and just be like, let's thrash. Oh my god, and Bree could be Max.
Oh my god.
I think she actually did that before. She did Max. I don't remember. Right? Bree, if you're listening.
Or Drew Max.
Oh my god, no. Okay, what if we went as the dog? But yeah, I would definitely do Chloe. I would just do Chloe.
Oh, ooh. Interesting.
Okay.
Have you guys ever experienced something paranormal?
I don't think so.
I really don't think so. I feel like Squeezy has.
Yes.
He definitely has, because he communicates with them. But Rachel's laughing into her mug right now.
It's just, it was an unexpected twist on that answer. But I feel like if I have been, they've been real low-key about it. And they're not trying to scare me. Maybe it's like the ghost of my bubby being like, we know you're anxious. I'm not going to fuck with you, but I'm just here to tell you you're making that Jew food wrong.
Oh,
you know?
My God.
Guiding my ingredients. But, like, other than that, I don't know.
I feel like I haven't had an experience, but I was always worried in the last house that my dad had before I moved away. Like,
the basement?
Yeah, like the owner before that, he died in the house.
I
And
didn't
then,
know that.
his son sold the house to my dad.
The one that they have currently?
Yeah, well, not the log cabin, but,
the other one.
Yeah, the other one, yeah.
You let me sleep there and you didn't tell me?
I just didn't really think about it.
We slept in the basement that had no windows. Chris's dad's had, this basement, and it was, a whole, other apartment. There was, a bedroom. There was, a kitchen down there.
Honestly,
a gym.
I had, the fucking workup down there. I had a bedroom.
But there were no windows. And I remember your mom was like, that's not safe.
It's not up to fire code, guys.
It's not up to code.
Not up to
Chip
code.
would go under the house and be like, there's a ghost in the foundation. And Joanna, you want to get a look at this. So, we need to watch some Fixer Upper, honestly.
I think I might be okay without some fixer-upper.
I know. Chris, honestly does not stand for it anymore. It's okay.
I can't.
It's the Ben Carson.
It's the Ben Carson.
Do you think they'll vote for Trump?
Yes.
That's
obviously.
really fun. We just, hacked the fucking Fixer Upper.
Just think about that, and then,
Just putting that out there.
Yep.
It's okay. Maybe they'll be like the Bernie people and be like, well, Ben Carson's not in the running, so I'm just not going to vote.
Oh, true.
Interesting.
That would be great.
Since I'm watching Mad Men now, I'm on season 3. What were some of your most/least favorite storylines? Well, I don't want to spoil anything for you, but I would say my favorite storyline is the ongoing relationship that develops between Peggy and Don.
Yes.
Not a romantic one, but their complex relationship and how it goes for the 8 fucking seasons, basically. Mm-hmm. It's 7, but 7 was 2 pieces.
Can't say that I was the biggest fan of how Betty's plot finishes. Yeah, I'm not exactly the biggest fan of that.
Girl, no justice for my Betty.
Nope.
No justice. Also, I would say my most favorite plot, though, is Sally Draper.
Yeah.
As she gets older, and everything she says to her dad. Every line. Every drag. But yeah, it's just such a good show, guys. I really want to rewatch it already again. I'm ready.
Please watch it. Top 3 show.
Yeah. Beach or pool? When I was typing in this hashtag, it wanted to autocorrect coffee with Jesus.
Well, that
sums it up.
That says a lot right there.
He's saving you from listening to this shit. Honestly.
Beach or pool?
Beach.
Pool? Benchy beach.
Okay, listen, now, the beach. The ocean has naturally things floating in it, bugs, different plants, animals, whatever.
Kelp, algae.
Now, when there's a bug, a plant, or any kind of random odd thing in a pool, it's not fun.
Yeah.
You see, a beetle overturned, legs kicking. It's, the most mortifying, horrible thing to witness in a pool.
Yeah.
If that happens in the ocean, it's bitch, it could have been a shark.
Yeah.
So I'm more of an ocean. Also, that sand, it's exfoliating. Also, your feet have never been smoother.
If somebody's peeing in a pool, it's confined. If somebody's peeing in the ocean, it's
just
the ocean. There's fish peeing in that ocean every second.
Girl, I know.
So
okay, this is something I'm gonna just ask you. Do you pee in the ocean?
Yes.
Of course. Where else am I gonna pee?
Honestly, if you don't, then
you're not making use of the ocean.
You're not making.
I'm just kidding.
Come on.
But if you're in a pinch, come on. It's better than squatting in some sand.
Literally, why would you go to the outhouse? I don't understand.
Outhouse?
I don't know. Some beaches have.
Where they have that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm just gonna use nature's toilet. Call it a day. I haven't shit in the ocean, but I'd like to try. Picture me shitting in the Marianas Trench. That's what lies down below there. It's just my shit. God. Those sulfur
honestly, there'd
vents.
Be some fish that would eat it.
I mean, true. I'd be helping.
You would be feeding the ecosystem.
I'm just one human compost. It's fine.
Oh, fuck.
Okay. Would you rather live off gum or never be able to tell the difference between a baby and a muffin? Okay.
Never tell the difference between a baby and a muffin.
I
can't
straight
live.
up don't care about that one. I don't really like gum as much as I like not knowing what babies are.
I don't, partake in muffins too often, so
True.
If I just had to, avoid muffins because I couldn't tell if it was a baby or not, I would stay away from them and just eat every other food because I would not survive off of
What
gum.
would cupcakes be like, though?
It's a cupcake. It's
similar to muffins.
It's not a muffin. Does it look like a kitten? Does it look like another form of a baby?
Oh. I would never eat cupcakes again. But anyway, rate your favorite cereals. Honestly, my favorite cereal is Special K original.
Oh my god.
Ooh, or Kix.
Yeah, you're a fan of those basic cereals.
Kids love it. Mom's approved. What is the fucking thing?
Kid tested, mother approved.
That's it.
Kids love it.
I gave the store brand version. Kids love it. Moms are cool with it. But they're just so crunchy, delightful.
Oh, fuck. My all-time favorite is French Toast Crunch.
I thought you were going to say synthetic.
It's synthetic.
Synthetic Toast Crunch.
Like, the time that French Toast Crunch came back, is that still back? I really hope that it is, because I haven't had it in a while. I had 6 boxes when it first came back, and I burnt myself out. But that's still my all-time favorite cereal. I'm also a really big fan of Frosted Shredded Wheats. Oh,
a nice old Shreddo.
Yeah, I feel like...
Those bricks.
I just feel like, there's some form of health to this.
Part of me is like, this is good, and part of me is like, I'm eating wicker.
Yeah.
It's like, is this beachfront furniture or healthy for my fiber? Don't know.
You're also sometimes a fan of the Reese's Puff. Oh. Reese's Puff.
Oh my god.
Peanut butter chocolate flavor.
That's like, you're gonna do yourself dirty, and you don't care about the health, and you're eating a bowl of sugar, and you're happy.
Sometimes you just want to do that.
Sometimes, now that you brought that up, I could totally go for that, but it's probably, I don't know, it's probably too soon since my last Halley's Comet. Everything that happens, semi-annually, I just say Halley's Comet.
It's your Halley's Comet?
I don't know. Hey Arnold really fucked me up with the Halley's Comet. They made me too invested. Did you see that episode of Hey Arnold?
No.
Did you watch Hey Arnold?
Sometimes.
Good. I was gonna say, if you didn't.
Stoop kid never leaves a stoop.
Okay, that's the pilot. Yeah, honestly, be original.
Move it, football head.
Oh my god, literally the opening credits.
I know.
Was that supposed to take place in Philadelphia? I'm pretty sure it was.
I think it was.
I think so.
I hope so.
Okay.
I mean, football. They have a football team.
Yeah, they have 2.
True.
Not Philly, but
PA.
So
I got a question here. I'm not really sure what the question is, but it just says "Go to vegan dinner?" ?
What our go-to vegan dinner is.
Oh my god! I'm just like, would we go to a vegan dinner? I mean, yeah, sure, I'll go.
I would say our most is when we make brown rice bowls with stir-fried zucchini noodles with sesame sauce and shit.
Yeah.
Or our chili. Our chili's vegan as well.
Yeah, that chili is great, although we have that in phases.
Yeah, I can't we make so much of it at once, and then we eat too much of it, and then we can't just stop. Yeah. And then once we are done with it, we're not eating that for another 6 months.
Our Mexican quinoa dish, that was also good, the tomato sauce and the corns. And
and all the black beans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, recently, we've discovered soy chorizo.
Oh my god, guys, it's so good.
It is fucking fantastic. I'm so glad we have this. Thank you, Paulina.
Yeah, thank you for showing me this, because we make taco type wraps a lot, and we just put veggies in there, and I'll use sriracha and stuff for a little bit of spice, but this just gives it a classic taco feel, and it just is so filling and good. And all you have to do, because it's already cooked through, because it's just soy product, it's not
we just warm it.
Yeah, so you pretty much are just warming it, and then I add some spinach to it and stuff, and then I put it in a wrap with brown rice and black beans, and I call it a fucking night. It's so chill.
God, I'm so glad we have that right now.
I know. And it's $5, and we split it up a lot. Yeah. And so you got
for one person, you could easily get 5 or 6 meals out of one tube of it.
So that's pretty cool. We enjoy it.
We get it at Trader Joe's if you're wondering, but I know they have it at Whole Foods too.
Oh, they do? Okay. Well, that's good. Would you ever consider a polyamorous relationship with a third person? And then there's another couple questions in this one, but that one, I mean, I'm never going to say never, because, what if we met, the right person, and we were fuck yeah, let's do this. I just don't know how it would work, living situation. That's the only part where things get, weird for me. I'm do they have an apartment, too? Do they move in with us? How does it all work?
That's a whole new territory.
That's nuanced.
That's very nuanced, but...
But I say I never say never to anything, because it's like, you never know. You know, no one would have thought that, like, I don't know. I just feel like our relationship, even, just, I never would have thought that I would be in a relationship like the one that we have. And so,
exactly.
like, yeah. But I don't know. I just, it's more about, like, I've thought about it, and I'm like, well, how does that work, like, living-wise? But
it would be definitely something that would, like, we don't know a lot about, and it would take, like, some getting used to. But, like,
favorite and least favorite things about living downtown in a studio apartment. I mean, the downtown part really doesn't factor in, but, like, I would say the least favorite things about living in a studio apartment is when I'm working on videos. My equipment takes, and honestly the podcast too, the equipment takes time to set up, and because we live in a studio and that's where we do all this shit, like, you know, it takes time to set up and then takes time to put it away, and, like, it would be great if we had, like, another room to just have this shit set up all the time, and that we'd only have to do, like, a couple of tweaks. It would just save so much time and make our work, like, a lot more efficient.
Yeah, we would love, like, our goal is to at least get to a 2-bedroom, so that way
one bedroom is, like, an office, like,
with all the equipment
area
just set up and ready to go, because that's annoying.
Like, if we ever lived in, like, a condo and we had, like, a basement or something, or, like, just a basement in general, that could, but I would want natural light for the video.
I would say for, like, the whole studio downtown aspect of it doesn't really have to do with the studio, but, like, the fact that, like, every fucking restaurant around here is just a bar that serves small plates.
Yeah, it's expensive.
It's expensive, and
you gotta hunt to get, like, a good portion for a good price, and so that's kind of, like, the one thing that sucks. And you'd think things would be open pretty late, but they're actually not that late. There's only, like, I mean, bars are obviously open late, but if you don't want to get food at a bar, then, like, you gotta really hunt for food that's open late, even though it's a city. A lot of businesses still close at, like, 5 here.
Wild.
Because it's, like, people are done working, and then they're like, fuck it, we're not gonna stay open, you know?
Yep.
Because a lot of people commute out of the city after work.
All right, so what is your favorite book to movie?
I'm
gonna say Harry Potter and The Prisoner of Azkaban.
Okay.
Because that is a fantastic movie. All the Harry Potter books are great. I love them all. And so Prisoner of Azkaban was one of the better ones of the movies.
Yeah. Atonement?
Oh, yeah.
Because it's a really good book, but the movie is it's not, like, as detailed, obviously, but, like, it's a phenomenal movie to watch. And the people that they chose to play everybody is perfect.
Yeah.
But
James.
Yeah. It's just good. I like that one.
I'm at the point now where, like, I don't expect, like...
I don't expect much.
Like, I don't expect a movie made from a book to, like, have all of the fucking detail, because it's never gonna fucking happen.
I just hope that I walk out of there being like, that was pretty solid, you know?
Yeah.
But sometimes movies can, like, even take a shitty book and make it a little bit better, too. Like,
yeah.
Honestly, I mean, this is such a bad example, but, like, the last Twilight book was so shitty, and they did a lot with that movie to make up for it, and they split it into 2.
Like, that the final fight all takes place in their minds.
Yeah.
And they managed to, like, make it into something that was there.
They added a lot to that movie. Like, they killed people, but, like, it wasn't real. Like, I don't know. Like, they just added so much, because that book, honestly, was really not that great. Yeah. And, like, I think about, like, the last Mockingjay, too. Like, I hated Mockingjay, the book, because it was, like, she wakes up, and then they're like, so, yeah, they live happily ever after. Here's, like, a little rundown of what went down while she was sleeping.
We conveniently blacked out, like, when everything's happening, so here's what happened.
Yeah, like, I think they did a better job in the movie, but still.
I mean, the movie was still... Catching Fire was the best. But.
Yeah. That's just the best book, too. I mean, The Hunger Games is still good, too, but The Catching Fire, I think, is, like, one of my favorite books from that whole series.
Yeah.
And, like, they couldn't even keep me with Divergent. Like, I just couldn't even watch it. And honestly, I couldn't even finish the book series. I thought I was gonna, but I couldn't do it.
I read Divergent. I didn't go any farther than that.
I know. Like, I read part of Insurgent and then I got bored.
Yep.
And I was gonna watch it all just for Kate Winslet, but I couldn't even.
Well, like, you got through part of Insurgent, and then Allegiant came out, and everybody was like, oh my god, this is horrible.
And then so I was like, I'm done.
Yeah, like, why even continue?
Yeah, I was like, it's not worth it to continue, but...
All right, so I think that's enough questions. Why don't we head over to Bingetown?
All right, so thanks, guys, for having a cup of coffee with us on this fabulous
It's
Thursday.
always a pleasure.
It's a Wednesday for us, but, you feel me.
Whatever day you're listening to this.
It's a day. All right, we'll see you guys in our next one.
Yes, bye.
All right, Benchos.
We're here.
We got
didn't
something.
leave.
We have something else. This is Food Network time.
Yeah, it doesn't relate to anything we talked about, but
Who cares? Who gives a fuck?
We don't need to talk about Food Network to want to talk about
I was
Food
thinking
Network.
about, Food Network Star earlier and, whatever, so it's relevant to me personally in my life.
All right, why don't you kick this off?
All right, we're starting off with Nicole, who is the cold, icy glare of Scott Conant when you use an onion.
Carissa is Guy Fieri carousing to his next stop on Triple D.
Of course. Salone Nolan is store-bought Salah that Sandra Lee is using.
Ray Vendero is Rachel Ray's slick bottle of EVOO.
Amazing. Sarah Booth got Florian Belanger drunk with their vermouth cupcake.
Ooh. Allison Sense thinks this chopped basket makes no sense.
Me. Hunter Curtis is hunting for ingredients in the cutthroat pantry.
Megan Rackley is cooking a juicy rack of ribs to try and beat Bobby Flay.
It's not likely. Skylar Medley is Marcella preparing a medley of Mexican-inspired dishes on the kitchen.
Taylor Collins is Justin Warner making chocolate wine cubes in the latest episode of Foodie Call.
Heather Ann is an episode of Unwrapped dedicated to Andy's Mints.
Sloan Fuller's cutthroat basket couldn't be fuller.
Emma Corbeil is the chicken cordon bleu Bobby's making on brunch at Bobby's.
Danielle Manus is Justin Willman's corny puns on Cupcake Wars.
I miss him, honestly.
I do, too.
Now we got, Aaron Samuels or whatever. Kate Convery is having a conversation of all things with Guy Fieri about their Triple D restaurant.
Angelica Feliz is Anne Burrell sharing her secrets of a restaurant chef.
Sarah Cook is admiring Jeffrey Zakarian's glasses on Cooks vs. Cons.
Jennifer Cornwell is trying to make corn into a dessert on Chopped.
Make corn ice cream. Sophia Koch is getting cocky and not bidding on anything in Cutthroat Kitchen.
Ash Rozelle just burnt their dish to ashes on Worst Cooks in America.
Nicole Allen is Ted Allen competing on Chopped After Hours. I love that segment.
Cody Castillo is the wacky cast of people competing on Food Network Star.
Beth Fonseca is more fond of the classics like Emerald Live.
Cornelia Thulin has to use corn in their recipe on Cupcake Wars.
Sophie Adams is the pioneer woman as she adds more heavy cream to this batter.
Christina Contreras is Jeffrey Zakarian making a martini on the kitchen.
Amazing.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
I miss when they said that, honestly.
Yeah.
Megan Grint is the slight grin anyone gets while watching the Food Network.
Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off.
I know.
Jade Holden was forced to hold a prop for 20 minutes on Cutthroat Kitchen.
Allison Dowell is Alton Brown laughing maniacally at his sabotages.
Catherine Simpson has to make a Simpsons-themed cake on Cake Wars.
Bridget Carey Davis is Rachel Ray trying to carry too many ingredients from the fridge. So many.
Marlene Naj is Mark Murphy struggling to complete his dish on Chopped After Hours.
Gio Castro is Jeffrey Zakarian's pocket squares.
A great thing to be.
Honestly.
Cater Liriano is a caterer competing on next Food Network Star.
Rebecca O'Donnell is the ominous odor coming from someone's oven on Food Network Star.
Kendall Berg was given soggy iceberg lettuce as a sabotage in Cutthroat Kitchen.
Allie McGregor is Alex Guanarachelli competing on Next Iron Chef.
Megan Grilly is grilling up some steaks on Barbecue Blitz.
Chloe Killup is a 12-year-old killing it on this episode of Chopped Jr.
Ian Murphy is Bobby Flay murmuring to Giada about this horrible Food Network Star video.
Oh my god. Cassandra Buckout is Ina Garten out at the market getting good vanilla.
Maddie Pullman is Ty Pennington knocking down a pole on American Diner Revival.
Low-key totally forgot he had a Food Network
Yeah,
show
right?
until just now. Amanda Marie is Amanda Freitag ripping a dish apart on Chopped.
Jane Shell is competing in Battle Shellfish on Iron Chef.
Ooh, that would be lit.
Yep.
Jackie Bergiulio is the jackfruit ingredient in this Chopped basket.
Camellia Mulkey is Mark Summers finding out how malted milk balls are made on Unwrapped.
Caitlin Whalen is wailing as they walk down the Chopped hallway.
Hannah Neely is the star of Down Home with the Neelys.
Amazing. I knew you were related to them. Lucy Ravenscroft is a Chopped judge raving about the use of durian in this dish.
Cody Robinson is Robert Irvine looking disgusted on Restaurant Impossible.
Did you mean every episode? Tegan Anderson is breaking out the anti-griddle on Iron Chef. Whoa.
Lauren Siobhan is frantically looking for a spice in the chopped pantry shelves.
Taco Roach is talking about a bougie taco on the best thing I ever ate.
Allison Francois is frankly not interested in watching celebrity food fight.
Who is?
Nobody.
Haley Cadwaller is Katie Lee whipping up a ranch turkey on the kitchen. Sponsored.
Sarah Seaman is questioning whether or not this seafood dish is really only going to cost $10.
Probably not. Dana Daly is getting their daily fix on Food Network Snapchat.
Megan Wilson is Guy Fieri traveling with his son Hunter on European vacation.
Jackie Lampo is learning how to braise lamb on Good Eats.
Claire Wood is an Applewood smoked steak on Burgers, Brew, and Q.
Is that the...
That's the new one
Simon.
With Michael Simon, yes.
He's so fuckable. Kelly Adams is adding chocolate to their dessert on Sweet Genius.
We were trying to think of that show the other night.
I missed that show.
That
Bring
was
it
so
back,
funny.
Food Network. We need more fucking Ben Israel on Food Network.
Honestly. Hannah Peterson is competing for their third time on Cutthroat Kitchen.
Jenna Gordonier is nearing the end of their dessert round on Chopped with nothing on their plate.
Sasha Smith is in shambles after their cupcakes didn't rise on Cupcake Wars.
That's the worst. Sarah is scared that their cake might fall apart on Halloween Wars.
Bridget Dubin is in Kitchen Stadium fighting in Battle Honey Do.
Amazing. More like honey don't. Flynn Vance is having an advantage going into the next round of Food Network Star.
Hillary Gay just remembered that they left out a basket ingredient on Chopped.
Anna Hernandez is Sunny Anderson taking a sip of GZ's strong martini on the kitchen. Can you tell we like the kitchen a lot?
We do. Jennifer Holtz is Jeff Morrow making a sandwich on the kitchen.
Courtney White is Giada's white teeth gleaming through her pained smile.
Elizabeth Dole has picked up some Dole pineapple chunks on Guy's Grocery Games.
Amazing. Shelley Smith is shelling out big bucks in the first round of Cutthroat Kitchen.
Not a solid strategy.
No.
Mackenzie Knight is watching the late night Wen hair infomercials.
Me. And Rachel Evans is eventually going to stop watching the Food Network. I don't believe that.
That's
Personally.
not going to happen.
It's never happening.
It's never happening. All right, what are the other benches? I think they might be... Do you have one?
You go first.
I was going to say they're the Bobs on Cutthroat.
Oh, that's such a good one. That's better than mine.
Okay.
I was going to say that they were like, you know those like faceless people in fucking Kitchen Stadium that are like watching the Iron Chef fights?
Low-key want to be one of them so
Me
bad.
Me too. Someone in the inside of Food Network. How do I get to do
How
that?
do we bring back Iron Chef, first of all?
First of all, where is it? I miss it so much, and I can't just like watch the random one episode that they air every 6 months. Like,
yeah.
No. Okay, but anyway.
You guys are the Bobs.
The Bencherinos, we've got Stephanie Boscovich, or
Allie.
Bob Scovich.
Allie Malone.
Mariah Hanna.
Kathleen Wynn.
Elena Barcia.
Zoe Yarmolick.
Elizabeth Hallbrook.
Rose Burnett.
Jax, happy birthday, Bench.
And Megan Prius.
Yes. So.
Thank you guys for supporting the show. You guys are the best. Keep us around.
And on the airwaves,
on
as
the
they say.
Fucking
on
web.
the RSS.
On the World Wide Web.
Something. But anyway, thank you so much for listening. We love you guys very much, and we will see you in our next one.
Yes.
Toodles. Bye. I know, I felt like I was signing off in a YouTube video. I was like, see you in my next one. Bye.
Comment, rate, subscribe.
That was a HeadGum podcast.